What's up everybody, welcome back to the Boruto review. Today we had Boruto episode 203 and this is going to be the review comparing the anime episode to its manga counterpart. As always, if you haven't seen my reaction, it'll be in the comments or in the cards, and there will be a spoiler section. So here's the timestamp. If you are an anime only or you haven't read the manga, please don't watch from that point onward. And let's go ahead because we had some differences in this episode and we're going to talk about all that. So let's start this review. First of all, this episode adapted chapter 36 and a little bit of chapter 37 from the manga, and the same as I think was last episode or 2 episodes ago, the order in which we see the things happening in the anime, it's different from the manga. It doesn't vary that much, but still it's kind of different. So we're going to do this review according to the anime order. So in the anime we start with a little recap of what happened last episode at the end, with Jigen absorbing Tento's chakra and him saying that he's going to pay a visit to Kawaki and Boruto basically. And after that we see Kawaki searching for the missing piece of the base, that I need to fix this thing up, whatever, and we see all of that, which it's quite different from the manga, because with the manga we start where we left off from last episode, which was Boruto and Mitsuki talking to each other, like just going through the trees. And after Kawaki trying to search for the piece of the base that he was missing and not being able to find it, we jump to a conversation between Shikadai, Inojin, and apparently there's Chocho, Iwabe, and Denki over there, and also Meta Lee, which in the manga this doesn't happen. The conversation is only between Shikadai and Inojin, and the conversation between those two is basically the same. In the anime we have the added parts about Chocho, like, oh yeah, Kawaki's so handsome, whatever. I thought they were going to remove it completely. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically in the last 2 or 3 reviews I said that they removed some dialogues that Chocho had in the manga, just her simping for Kawaki, and I thought we were not going to see Chocho ever again, but apparently we have it right here. And she's just simping over Kawaki as always. After this we see a little bit of Kashinkoji just thinking to himself, so what are you going to do, Jigen? By now you should know already that Boruto also has a karma, that Kawaki is living here, so I'm wondering what you're going to do, because you remember in the fight with Delta, she like her consciousness escaped through her drone, and she basically revived and now told Jigen all that Boruto has a karma, that Kawaki is living there, that they're progressing, blah 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 blah. So Kashinkoji is just in his base, if you want to call it like that, inside the Leaf Village, wondering about that. And now we jump to another scene that is really different from the manga, because we see Sarada arriving to Ino's flower shop. And in the manga, this is way different, because for starters, now we have the scene with Kawaki and Naruto searching for the missing piece, then we have the scene with Inojin and Shikadai, and then we have this flower shop scene that starts with Sakura. Sakura is there talking to Ino, saying, oh, Sasuke's coming home, Sakura getting all embarrassed. Now Sarada arrives, and then she asks Sakura about the mitotic regeneration seal, or the 1000 healings, I thought it was called, 1000 or 100 healing seal that she had, because if you remember last review I said that in the manga they were trying to link like karma and the 100 healings seal together, and the anime didn't put this for some reason, so the manga is continuing that here. Sarada is asking Sakura about that seal that she has in her forehead, and in the anime we just see Sarada being there, just taking the flowers because Sasuke's coming home, and they also say that Sakura is all embarrassed but she's not there, and obviously we don't have that dialogue with Sarada asking about the 100 or 1000 seals healing jutsu, whatever, I don't remember exactly the name. And well, this comes a little bit later in the anime, but we can just link it there. Basically Sarada asks for another set of flowers, and apparently these flowers are for Kawaki, which doesn't even happen in the manga, not by a long shot. And yeah, she leaves, and then we see Ino collapsing, like, what is this sinister chakra, whatever. In the manga this happens all together. In the anime we have a little bit of scenes in between and then this. So I just wanted to link them together because they're they should be together, right? The anime just gave us like a next scene we're going to talk about in between. So in the anime, after this, we have the part when Boruto collapses because his karma activates. And here's another difference because we're seeing this almost at the middle of the episode in the anime, and in the manga this is the first thing we see. And actually this doesn't happen with Boruto and Mitsuki training and throwing shurikens like it happens in the anime. This happens in the manga just after that dialogue when Boruto says, I'm Sasuke's student, the Hokage's son, and a ninja. Immediately after that, Boruto just takes a wrong step and falls down, and that's because his karma is activated. And that's when they said, okay, something's happening, this isn't normal, this just happens when my karma resonates with Kawaki's or when I'm in battle. I'm not in battle right now, and so that must mean that something happened to Kawaki, and that's when they start rushing back to the house. So that's another difference. We have already like 2 or 3 already. Now we have 2 differences. First, in the manga, when Ino senses the sinister chakra and whatever, she communicates with Naruto using her mind communication jutsu or whatever. And when this happens, Sarada and Sakura are there with her, and she says, Naruto, there's a huge sinister chakra, it's right in front of you, are you okay? Naruto says to Ino, yeah, it's only one, I would like to deal with him as the same as with Delta, just me, don't let anyone interfere. And Ino just says, okay, I'll have the security or something like that around there just in case. That's one difference. Then another difference is that when Jigen arrives and he sees Kashin Koji's frog spying, in the manga Kashin Koji immediately goes ahead and releases the frog, like the frog auto-destroys, and in the anime the frog just hides in the bushes. So that's not a major difference, but I thought it would be like cooler if the frog auto-destroys, meaning that okay, Kashin Koji is seriously not afraid, but he doesn't want to be discovered, or it was just like oh damn, he saw me, I need to destroy all evidence or something like that. But still, that was not a major difference. The major difference was that Ino communicated with Naruto and he said, I want to deal with this by myself. After that, almost everything is the same. The anime added some stuff here and there. For example, like the first round of Naruto against Jigen, Jigen just kicks Naruto and stabs him with all the little rods, and he gets immobilized. And in the anime, we see the other 2 guards, Konohamaru and whoever the other guy was, trying to attack Jigen. We saw a little bit of fighting there, and basically Jigen just stomps on them. That's one difference. After that, almost everything is the same, like same dialogues. Kawaki growing his horn, getting pissed at Jigen, Jigen telling him like, oh yeah, your arm, I'm going to get rid of that arm. You think that the arm that the Naruto gave you is more valuable than the karma I gave you, all that good stuff. It's basically the same. And another difference, before I forget, is the fact that when Jigen arrives, in the manga he just says, oh yeah, I'm sorry for getting inside here, we are taking my shoes off. I don't have any business with you, my business is just with Kawaki. And in the anime, Jigen says he's a little bit disappointed that Boruto is not there, which is another difference. We're going to talk a little bit more of this in the manga spoiler section. And yeah, we see Kawaki growing his horn. In the manga, we see Sarada like running to Naruto's house because she and Sakura were there with Ino when she collapsed, so they know. And Sarada is like, I need to hurry up because I need to see what the hell's happening. In the anime, we know that this doesn't happen. She's already heading there, trying to give some flowers to Kawaki. And yeah, after this, basically we start the fight. Like Naruto goes into Sage of Six Paths mode, and they start fighting. We had some other scenes added in the anime that they were not in the manga, like the fight outside the house, Jigen using his little rods, all that good stuff. Then also we also see Jigen using this strange power, like he's going to do a karma blast or something like that, and this doesn't happen in the manga also. And after that, Kawaki says, I get it, I'm going to give up. And this is when we start adapting a little bit of chapter 37, but not really adapting, because even though the dialogue is the same, stuff happens differently. In the anime we had the little fight and Jigen about to do a karma blast and whatever, and then that's when Kawaki says, you know what, okay, don't destroy anybody, don't lay a finger on Lord 7, I'm going with you, just promise me that you're not going to harm anybody else. In the manga this happens just after Naruto kicks Jigen and Jigen says, okay, I'm going to destroy you, and that's when Kawaki says, no, you know what, I give up, just don't harm anybody else, I'm going with you, Jigen. That's what happened in the manga, and after that exactly the same, like you know what, I'd rather be Jigen's prisoner than lose you, Naruto, and all that dialogue, which was really good. And Naruto just says, you know what, I'm not going to allow that, you are my family, I'm going to protect you regardless, and that's when Jigen just gets pissed off and teleports himself and Naruto to another dimension. We see Kawaki shocked up, like, no, Jigen, don't do this. In the manga, Kawaki just like drops to the floor, like, no way, Lord 7, and drops. In the anime we see him shouting, which was a really nice addition. And basically everything is the same. Jigen is about to leave Naruto in the other dimension, and Sasuke arrives, and that's the end of the episode. And oh boy, from the title of next week's episode, like, his bad news, we're going to adapt chapter 37 and 38, and the internet is going to go crazy. The internet is going to, man, it's going to be an amazing episode, amazing fight. So yeah, that was basically the review. There were some major differences. If I missed anything, manga readers, let me know in the comments if I missed anything. I'm pretty sure I covered everything. And yeah, if you're an anime only, this was the video for you. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, please feel free to subscribe. That will make me very happy. And leave a like, let me know your opinions, your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Naruto and Sasuke are going to win against Jigen? Do you think Jigen is going to win? Do you think it's going to be a draw? Do you think somebody's going to die? Let me know all your theories in the comments. I'll be more than happy to read them. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. And from this point onward, we start with the manga spoiler section, so you have been warned. Which basically, there's just two things I want to talk about. First is the Sarada ship with Kawaki. Like, is this a spoiler for us later in the future that Boruto is going to end with Sumire or with somebody else, or maybe with no one, and Kawaki is going to end up with Sarada, or maybe Kawaki is going to end up killing Sarada? Like, who knows? I mean, I'm not really a fan of this, because they didn't adapt the part when Sumire says to Sarada, I like Boruto, do you like him too? And they being kind of awkward. They didn't adapt that, but they're putting this that is not even in the manga. Like, what? But anyways, I thought it's going to be a little fire to light up the ship wars. And the other thing is when Jigen says that he's a little bit disappointed that Boruto is not there. Oh boy, they're really teasing that Boruto is going to have an important role for Jigen, because as you know, Boruto is Otsutsuki, and Jigen wants to feed him to the 10 tails so that when Kawaki completes, like when Kawaki's karma transformation is complete, he can eat the fruit and rule over the world, basically. So that was really interesting. And yeah, I don't think there's any more stuff that I want to cover. Like, everything was really good. There's not really much to talk about in the spoiler section, because everything was almost the same as the manga, and we already know what's gonna happen. So manga readers, let me know your opinions, your thoughts. Do you think next episode the animation is going to go crazy? Should we be hyped? Should we not have our expectations that high? Did you not notice anything else that is worth mentioning, and you want to share it? Go ahead, please do in the comments. Just try to put like a spoiler alert or something, so the anime onlys don't get spoiled. With that said, thank you very much for watching this video. If you like my content and you are new here, feel free to subscribe. That will make me very happy. Leave a like, share this video, and thank you very much. I'll be seeing you really soon. Promise Pinky that the Kawaki arc is coming soon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Have a nice one. I'll be seeing you really soon. Bye bye.